Hey, Harding.
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
Thought you might want someone to talk to.
Oh, Rook. That's sweet. I'm fine. Really.
Really? Okay. Well, we're all here if you...
Never mind. I can't lie. I feel awful.
It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
I won't try to tell a small, probably angry Titan how she feels. She can feel however she wants.
Thanks. You're the best. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
Maybe that's how it's done in Minrathous.
Oh no. Give Lucanus credit. It's terrible.
You need a stronger word for terrible.
So, what's the coffee for?
What isn't it for? The Venatori used the dragon attack for a power grab. Now they treat Docktown like their personal playground. I've heard more cries for help than I can count. And now the Threads have reached out.
The Minrathous crime syndicate.
Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The Threads do it all. They stay out of slavery and they hate Venatori. Enough to keep picking fights. My contact in the Threads, Alec, wants to talk. He doesn't reach out for nothing.
If you need backup, I'm happy to help.
I don't expect you to show up for Docktown, Rook.
But I will. Really.
If you need more coffee, I'll make it.
Well now, is that sweet or trying to save me from myself?
Let's call it both.
Davrin? Davrin. About Weishaupt. Just wanted to make sure you're okay after,
I wouldn't say that, no. That's Renaud. Malmont. Anya. We used to argue. Who would be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I? Because I'm still here. They're not.
Personally, I'm glad you're here. We still need you.
And I need this to make sense.
You're overthinking it.
Am I? A Grey Warden kills an archdemon, they die. That's how it works. You know that. You signed up for it too.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
And if we manage to pull that off?
You'll do what you do best. Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose. I feel like a blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weishaupt. What now?
Well, you'll raise us on to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That will require a lot more gingerwort truffles.
If you want company, I'll be there.
I was kind of hoping you'd say that.
Just kinda?
Well, I'm not that easy to catch.
Hey, I know a griffin. He'll hunt you down.
Oh, you're in on this too, boy?
I don't think you're ever shaking him loose.
I can live with that.
While you sort that out, maybe you and Lucanus can try to bury the hatchet?
Yeah,
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillinane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are. But they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear forming?
I think it could be. Thanks, Davrin.
Oh, hi, Brooke. Can I ask you a question? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Bellara.
Right. Okay. It's just, you know, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
Yeah, you and Davrin have it rough. At least we're only fighting your gods because they're evil. Maybe not the most helpful point to make.
No, it actually helps a little. But still, those are our gods out there, rampaging around. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Every culture in Tedas has skeletons in its closet. Olay, Ferelden, most of Tevinter's skeletons aren't even trying to hide. But that isn't who the elves have been for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility. And I don't know, I feel guilty. Anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
It'd be easy to pretend that stories about the benevolent elven gods were true, but we know they weren't.
So what do I do? To make up for them, I mean.
Be honest. About who you were, but also about who you are now. The past doesn't define you.
is it that easy though? Just being honest?
Honesty's hard work, but it's the right kind of work. It's important work.
Right. I get it. It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
I'm no bard, but I can talk. Glad it helped.
Well, you're good at it. See you later, Rook.
Lucanus, are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
Just think how much more satisfying it'll be when you do take her down.
We cannot count on a second shot. I thought I still had this. Whatever else I am, I'm a professional. After the ossuary, I thought at least I could still take out a target. I need to work.
Gillenine was a giant face in the clouds, Lucanus. I asked you to stab a cloud.
And I missed the damn cloud.
My point is, that was impossible, and you still almost did it. That's not small.
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. I should check in with the crows. Whatever the word is, I'll let you know. There's nothing like work to focus the mind.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Qun wear.
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast. I had big fingers. Used to take me forever. Avatash. Shokratoebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsam.
Looks like you got him under control eventually.
Yeah.
Rook, Tosh, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted Dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Husberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted Dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gillinane's archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. It should be peaceful and quite undisturbed. You'd be most welcome company.
Before the Blight Surge.
Rook, Greta, not sure if you remember me. I became a warden around the same time as you.
You look a bit worried.
We're not sure where some of our wardens are, Beckett and a few others. We're supposed to check in. We need to look out for each other more than ever. It's just, I know they took Weishaupt hard, and I hope they're okay.
I once felled a tree and there was a spirit inside. It nearly stopped my heart to see it. I made a headboard from that tree. The couple who bought it said they had strange dreams. Please come by again.
I keep seeing Weishaupt.
The wardens.
Some wardens were meeting at the Grove, but they didn't want anyone to know. Looking at that journal, it seems someone might have followed them.
Hey, I'm Flynn, apprentice physician.
Everything all right?
I've been busy with patients, but I'm short on medical supplies. My mentor, Oscar, he should have some. He has a cabin outside the village. If you're out there, tell him you saw Flynn, and they could use his help.
through.
Better be ready.
That cabin must be the physician's. Flynn's mentor. The blight.
It's on the inside, too. We can see soon.
Look for medical supplies. There was a life here.
A happy one.
There's only death where the blight goes.
A notebook. It describes a local plant, Broner's bloom. None here, but Oscar left to find more for his wife. If he left before the cabin was blighted, we might still find him out there. Broner's bloom. This was in the physician's book. It's been picked over.
Physician got here before us. Let's keep looking.
Broner's bloom. Picked over like the last one.
The physician left enough to grow back. I hope it can.
So hold on. The Blight was the severed.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yep.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Devinter old gods, who were really their dragon thralls. Reality is wild.
Darkspawn.
Let's finish.
There's a body.
Couldn't escape the Darkspawn. What were we talking about? How do you wrap your head around that?
His bag. Broner's bloom. This was the physician, Oscar.
We can get the supplies to Flynn. They can still help the village.
Flynn, we have Broner's bloom.
That will really help. Thank you. Oscar, the physician, was he... or his wife, Marta.
I'm sorry. They're gone. You're from here, right? You were Oscar's apprentice.
I knew him and Marta my whole life. I was at the end of my training. I'll make sure it's put to good use. With these plants, I can help the village, the wardens, whoever needs it.
You're doing good work here. I'm glad I could help.
It's not just me. The wardens have a medic. Between the two of us, we'll get by. I want to help. I almost lost the chance.
What do you mean?
When the blight surged through, I nearly died. Evka and Antoine found me, but I was blighted. Past healing. They let me take the warden joining ritual. It saved my life, and gave me warden abilities.
Does that mean you're a Grey Warden?
It should mean I have no choice. The joining ingredients are rare. If that first warden had found me... Evka and Antoine said I'm welcome, but they're happy to see me continue as I am.
This is all... Wow, it's a story.
Yeah, it's a lot to get used to. You know, I can sense the blight in my warden patients. I can't reverse it, but I think it helps my treatments. I won't be killing Darkspawn, but I'll fight the blight my way. I'm still Lavendale's physician. Whatever else has changed, that hasn't. At least I hope not. After you became a warden, did you change?
Oh, I'm the same person I always was. I just started punching blight.
I hear you're good at that.
I do what I can. Same as you.
Thanks, Rook.
Hey, anytime.
You're breathing easier?
You've got patience worse than me. But if you have more questions about it,
got company.
The wetlands are unsettling, but I guess that's warden life. Spending time in creepy places.
We get more of this than visits to sunny cafes.
Does the blight watch people? Or sense us? Is that possible? It feels like we're being watched.
The tree. So beautiful.
Can you hear it singing?
A map and plans.
From the missing wardens.
He's gone. He was drawn to the tree.
He thought it was singing.
If his calling was close, it might have looked beautiful to him.
We'll tell the wardens. Darkspawn. Bring them down and we'll clear a path. Another of those Fen Harel altars.
It's the mayor from Demeter's Crossing.
Should be easier to travel through here. That will help the wardens. Mayor.
It's only Julius now. You freed me from the Blight again.
We got hit by Darkspawn. Julius pulled us out. He got us stuck, but we're alive thanks to him.
I couldn't watch someone make a choice they'd regret. I'll get Beckett and the others back to Lavendel. Rook, thank you.
So hold up. The Blight was the Severed.
Anyway, where was I?
So hold up. The Blight was the Severed.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans.
All right, everyone. Got it.
The blight. It snaked its way up the whole building. I'll need a wisp. Tosh, what are you doing?
She's not in her lair. I was ready. I could have fought her.
Tosh.
Doesn't matter. I can still look for clues. See if she'll turn into a monster like Killianane's archdemon did. I have to figure this out. I'm a dragon slayer.
You are, but you don't have to do this alone.
I don't need help.
But we need you, all right? We cannot beat the gods without a dragon slayer.
Wait, look at that.
Ropes.
Kunari ropes. The Antam. They're the ones who've been blighting the dragons for the gods. Those fucking ropes. They tie her down with these ropes so they can blight her. They turn her into something blighted and ugly and wrong. Something she was never supposed to be. Shakrato Ebra. I've got to be ready to fight her. I'm a dragon slayer.
Tosh.
I'm a crappy Kunari. I'm not really Ravani. I'm no good as a daughter. I'm not even... I can't even be a woman right. I have to be a dragon slayer.
You're a good dragon slayer, Tosh. You're also a good warrior, a good lord of fortune, and a good member of this team. We need you if we're gonna stop the gods. And you need to believe in yourself. So tell me what's really going on.
My mother put these ropes on me. She tied me up. Why did she do that? Is it because I didn't fit as a woman? Is it why I don't fit as a woman?
Oh, Tosh.
The Shadow Dragons say there are people who use they instead of he or she. They're not men or women. And I like how it feels when I imagine myself that way. But... I'm not supposed to breathe fire. Am I not supposed to feel like this? What does she want me to be?
What do you want to be? Your mother brought you to Ravine for a better life.
I know.
So live it. Be who you are. Don't tie yourself down for someone else's fear.
I want to be... No. I am Ravani. And I'm not the daughter my mother wanted. That Tosh, she was never really me.
Who is the real Tosh?
She is... They are... not a woman. Or a man. The Shadow Dragons had some fancy terms, but using they and knowing that, it feels... good.
Sounds like a good start.
Thanks. Come on, let's get out of here.
Sounds good. It's quiet. That spirit we've been chasing must be waiting inside.
You ignored each warning, scoffed at every doubt. With every death, I tasted freedom. For without the door seals, I can take on a will before at last. Witness the greatest treasure of the dead.
A demon in an undead dragon?
This is gonna be bad. Trouble your mind.
There. It's over.
An undead dragon. That's one for the books.
They interrupt, as predicted, as expected, as hoped.
What was that?
Learn, adapt, triumph.
We have discovered more spirits causing...
You return.
This haunting, to our chagrin, was once one of our own Fade explorers.
He delved where he should not.
There's that haunting Myrna mentioned. The Fade Explorer.
Is it just me? Or was it extra cold around that thing we just fought?
A possessed...
I took care of that Fade Explorer.
We are greatly indebted.
He can now rest for a time.
Our collegial allies in the Fade have informed us of several undead banding together.
They have begun to seek blood. Midnight brings music from the depths.
Everything's calm. Looks like the candles worked.
I'd be happy to. Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
It's like being in a very, very specialized museum.
Yes, but the purpose of the tableau...
Wait, did one just move?
That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right. Just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census.
Examining the graves?
You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
The Grey Wardens have some unusual traditions too.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
Hi? Should I say hi?
It's curious about you. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
Always. We move on, as we must, but those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Did you set all this up to make a good impression?
Of course not. I was only...
Because it's working.
Then it's my pleasure to share the tranquility of this place with you.
I wonder what this is about. Huh. There's writing on these bells. That opened up something. After what? Weishaupt, we can't afford to ignore anything to do with the Blight. The Gloomhowler was working with Darkspawn. I should help Davrin when he learns more about it.
With all my regards, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
Sounds good. Sometimes I miss home too.
Rook, I'm not... well, perhaps a little.
You'll cheer up once we look at some graves, I bet.
The ceremony should be most centering. I'll let you know when it's time. How thoughtful, Rook.
Offer, dweller, I will answer.
Something wrong?
Got a message. A place called the Cauldron was attacked.
I've heard that name around Weishaupt. Never knew what it was.
You do. It's a secret warden readout of some kind. No idea what goes on there.
Then why are you involved?
Because whatever attacked it sounds like the Gloomhowler.
How do you want to handle this?
By ending it. What's left of the Wardens are still licking their wounds. So we handle this alone. Just go to the Cauldron and get the Griffins back. You have to promise to behave, boy. Listen to every word I say, stay out of trouble, don't do anything dumb, and don't eat any...
I think we get the point. What happened to he'll learn by doing, sink or swim?
Yeah? But what if he sinks? I'm supposed to be the bodyguard, keep that feathery butt safe.
Aw, look who's got a soft spot.
It kind of grows on you.
So do you.
It's that famous Grey Warden charm.
You could be.
Should have known it was too quiet.
Maybe that Turlum idea, that unity between Warden and Griffin, starts by having faith in each other.
Maybe. I suppose you were born for this sort of fight, boy. All talons and temper.
And a sharp tongue to remind you of it.
As long as he backs it up.
This might have been what Davrin was talking about. The Grey Warden redoubt that was attacked.
Yeah, a bad day at the Cauldron.
What could do that?
And what are our Warden cousins hiding inside?
Whatever it is, I'm sure they had good reasons for all the secrecy. Look at what happened to Weishaupt.
Must be something more secret than Griffins. Be ready for anything.
literally everyone?
I don't know literally everyone.
Almost. Every time we meet someone, you already know them. Morgan, the Rose, the Wardens, and the Chantry lady with the big hat. Not to mention the Dreadwolf himself.
How is that everyone? You didn't even list 10 people.
It feels like a lot of people.
This looks a mess.
If they named it the Cauldron, it probably wasn't great on its best day.
I think we should get Davrin for this. He could find a way in.
I think we found the way in. If we drop that, we can make a bridge and get over. Just need to clear out the blight.
Great Wardens. And they're all...
Looks like a fight against the Gloomhowler went sour.
It's a trap! We got him. And what's with all this Warden stuff?
That's a lot of dangerous looking stuff we just tossed into storage.
Might explain what the Gloomhowler's up to.
Tempting as it is, we shouldn't take anything. Must be locked away for a reason. One down. Let's look for the other boil. Should be able to lower the bridge after we destroy it. I think that did it. The bridge should be down now. Let's see if we can get in. Well, I guess welcome to the cauldron. I don't know if we should go any further. Not without Davrin.
Right, especially if griffins are involved. It's your call.
325. That's a year.
931 on that one.
That's not ominous.
Bones. Wait, a whole skeleton?
This can't be. It's a griffin.
So many griffins here. Davin, how did they die out?
Died out fighting before the blood.
Hear that? The gloom howler's around here somewhere.
Good. We need to save those griffins she stole. Hassan, you stay here. No questions. This is too much for you, boy.
These bones look wrong. It's like they're diseased.
light it.
But how?
I don't like this. Unbelievable. An archdemon.
So that's what the cauldron really is. A giant tomb.
And those other rooms, they were marked with the dates of the blights?
More archdemons. This one would be Zazikel.
I don't like this. Everything feels wrong.
The Gloomhowler's in here somewhere. Let's find it.
Looks fresh.
Then the Howler's close. Scream all you want! It's no match for steel!
Rise! Secrets long buried will have their day.
We have to destroy the blight boils. That'll stop these two.
Got it.
The cauldron reveals all.
Keep on those blight boils. There's some up top.
An eternal tomb, an eternal evil. The wardens must surrender their secrets.
The last boil's in the rib cage.
This is going well. Surrounded by friends.
Surrounded by sharp claws. Whoever you are, face me! What are you?
A ward against the darkness.
You are the darkness. You're a monster.
To those who made me,
Where are the other griffins?
I liberated them.
They don't belong to you.
The Grey Wardens failed them.
Grey Wardens rid the world of horrors like you.
They created the horrors. The bones of griffins abandoned in this cauldron. Proud warriors forgotten.
Who are you?
Their salvation.
blood offers protection.
Archdemon blood? You're blighting them?
Protecting them. The same blood runs through your veins, Warden. Join with us and honor their future.
I die first!
And this is your tomb.
Damn it! The Gloomhowler's gone.
It's okay. Let it go.
That thing needed to die. Today.
Then how would we find where it's keeping the other griffins? No. We have to keep our heads here. Never hunt things you don't understand. The Gloomhowler is more than a monster.
Your quarry, your call.
I got what I needed. The sun stripped a piece of its clothing. Gives me something to go on. Even though I told you to stay put.
He did save you.
He could have been killed.
He cares about you. That's part of Turlum, right?
Well, I suppose that was good form, extending your talons. That'll leave a scratch. Yeah. You're getting the hang of things. Now let's go, boy. This place is pure evil. Can't say I ever want to see this place again. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Me too.
Archdemon blood's as dangerous as it gets. Grey Wardens keep it locked away for good reason. The stuff is pure evil. But not as evil as using it to blight the only griffins in the world. Now the Gloomhowler held that honor.
Hassan's brothers and sisters needed a miracle. And it would be up to Davrin and his flying friend to deliver.